I'm completely all over the place. That's what anger does. That's
Yeah.
my worst fight. I've knocked him out.
Well, you were deceived.
I was deceived, but instead of saying, okay, calm down, I'll knock him out. And in my Funaki fight, he came before me and he slit his throat right in front of my face. And I go, oh, I'm going to kill him. And then my manager goes like, stay calm. I said, don't worry, I'll stay completely calm. I said, but if I pull the trigger, you watch. I'm gonna destroy the guy. Broke his nose, both cheekbones. I mean, went to town on that guy because he just pissed me off, but I was still able to control it. That was the last moment thing. This was 2 days in my head. And I'm all in the morning, I'm getting angry, and I couldn't control my anger. And I just started wailing, and like I said, I just had a lot of power and I knocked him out. But if you watch the fight, it's not pretty, let me tell you that.
Wow, man. Oh, now, I'm curious, how do you get so tough with pain management? And I mean, you're famous for you'll stick syringes under your eye to get I'm trying. So the other day the hot water went out in my apartment and I had to take a really cold shower, and it was what I would consider the toughest thing I've done in the last couple months. And then I read that you have injected a syringe to suck blood out.
That was after a fight. That was a one-time
hands
thing.
have broke. You actually snapped a guy's shin bone in a hold.
Yeah.
And were awarded an honorary black belt for this.
Yeah.
How are you born with the ability to withstand insane amounts of pain, or do you just get used to it? I'm trying to figure out what would prompt someone to say, I know I need to do this, and then just go.
No, okay, this was after a fight, after my world title fight, and the guy really beat me up, Kevin. Became a good friend of mine, by the way, for the world title for the UFC. Unfortunately, he passed away a bunch of years ago to a pneumonia. It was crazy because this guy was the toughest guy I know. And I mean, he had a car landing on him. He pushed him up. I mean, he survived everything. And I think pneumonia got to him. Anyway, he smashed my face up in the first 4 minutes of the fight, first 3 minutes of the fight. And it was completely failed. So after the fight, I won. It was a split decision. Could have gone either way. And I walked back and I blew my nose. It's something you never should do, of course, because then everything blows up. So if you have a black eye, never blow up your nose. So my eye was blowed up, but I wanted to party because it felt good. It was just my face was bashed in. And
I felt good, but my face was bashed
that was
in.
it, yeah. Because I won, it was nice. So my doctor was with me and I say, hey, did you bring a syringe? I need some with a white gouge. And she said, let me look. And she looked and she put it in. And I remember I put it in my eye and I just sucked the blood out of my eyes. And then I put shades on and we went out. It's funny because I had a very famous fighter. I heard him tell that story one time to another fighter. He didn't know I was overhearing them. And he goes, this guy, he stabs him. And this is a famous fighter. And he's just like the freaking Terminator. And while I'm listening, I go, yeah, if you look at it like that, it looks weird. But at that moment, it's just normal. It's like, there's a swelling, let's get rid of it. Just do it. And too gentle. It's not like, I'll make sure that I...
But you have a high threshold for pain, though.
Well, everybody has. You get used to it. For instance, if you start Thai boxing in the beginning, let's say you didn't Thai box for 2 months anymore, and you go back and people kick your arm, you feel in your arms, you go like, hey, what is going on? I feel my arms. Well, you had that all the way back as well. But you do this over and over again, and this doesn't go full power, but you simply get used to it, like anything else in life. So, I know these guys with completely dead shins, like the Peter Arts I was going to talk about. He would kick light poles as hard as he can. Like would kick freaking dents in it. Didn't feel anything. His muscle next to his shin bone was completely gone. The shin bone would stick out. Zero pain in there. You see, I never was like that. But you get used. If you break a hand, you got to keep on fighting. And it's every time, but the more you do it, you get stronger.